Alright, so haven't put out a video in a while. I've attempted to a number of times, but it hasn't worked out. Kept being disappointed in them. So anyway, I'm just going to talk about a couple things, keep it kind of brief, and maybe I'll actually not be disappointed in this one, or at least be able to put it up. So a couple weeks ago, Tesla had a meeting for their employees, getting them ready for amping up production on the Model 3. They had just made 30 Model 3s, and so they kind of unveiled them at that meeting. Got to see what the actual Model 3 looked like instead of the prototype. Wasn't quite as good looking as the prototypes they unveiled at the first thing, but still a good looking car. So the base model is going to start at $35,000. It's going to have 220 miles range, go 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, and have a top speed of 130 miles an hour. For an additional $9,000, which is $44,000, there's a range extended model. Has 310 miles of projected range, which is really good for a car under 50,000. That's kind of a game changer when you consider how good their infrastructure of chargers are. That's almost enough that wouldn't be a hard transition for people that have gasoline cars if they can afford a $44,000 car. But it's an improvement, because before that everything was really expensive that got range like that. This one's supposed to go 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds and have a top speed of 140 miles an hour. Now, they got lots and lots of resis, so it's going to take them forever to catch up. If you wanted to go get one right now, I doubt you'd be able to actually have the car until more than a year from now. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2 years. So this little window of opportunity would be good for Chevy Bolt and Nissan Leaf. Fortunately, they just put out the specs on the Leaf coming out, and it sounds like they might just be doing the 40 kilowatt one and not the 60 kilowatt one, which I think would be a mistake. I think there's an opportunity here for the Leaf to really hit the market hard while all these Tesla reservations are backed up and they're trying to produce as many Teslas as they can. It seemed like they're trying to hit a cheaper market. Car's supposed to sell for just a shade under 30,000, like I think 29.9 something, so basically it's 30,000. And I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but I do think they should have a premium model that has a 60 kilowatt battery, because I think it would be nice for the Leaf to have at least one model that can do over 200 miles. I just think that's what people want right now. I'm not gonna deny that you don't need that much in everyday situations, but I think people would like it anyway. I think people want to know that they can almost get to work and they forgot something and they can go back, or that they can take a little longer trip than they expected, or they can forget to charge the car and it will still be good for the next. I mean, there's just a lot of things where the extra range would be a really good thing. So I'm hoping that they are putting out a 60 kilowatt model still, but from the sounds of it, it seems like they might just be doing a 40 kilowatt. I mean, at least it's an improvement over the 30 kilowatt, but all the spy shots and stuff make it look like the appearance is a lot better, because the Leafs are kind of a funny looking car and having them look nicer might appeal to more people. I'm just so excited to have an electric car. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I'm also lucky enough to live on a little island like this, where having a 4-year-old car with 10 bars on the battery, only getting about 80 to 90 miles of range is no problem. Like, unless I'm going to go to Haleakala, where greatly changing elevation for a decent amount of miles, or if I want to go to Hana where it's a fairly far drive. I don't really have anything else on this island where my car is insufficient. I mean, it can be if I don't have it fully charged beforehand, but for the most parts I can do a lot of the things I wish to do in this car. Probably maybe one or two other things I couldn't do, like go up to Palakula, or maybe drive that one drive on the West Maui Mountains. There's probably a couple things I can't do, because this car has a much smaller range than even this 40 kilowatt Nissan Leaf I've been complaining about. But for me, those cars are all kind of in pipe dream price ranges at this time, and I think maybe there's a lot of people like me, which is why I'm just so thankful that all these people freaked out with their battery phobia and that these cars depreciated so fast, because I really do think that these are really nice cars for their price. I mean, it's awesome that you can get something just 3 or 4 years old for under $10,000, and most of the Leaf owners don't drive very much, so the mileage is normally pretty low, and these cars have really good motors that I think they're supposed to be good for like 350,000 miles or something, because the electric motor is so simplistic and the car is designed well. Nissan's a good company. My very first car was a little Nissan pickup and almost got 200,000 miles on that, so I just think that it's cool that electric cars are doing so good, and I thought I'd make a quick little video on the Tesla thing. And Nissan's going to be unveiling the new 2018 Leaf in about 3 weeks or so, and I guess at that time we'll find out if all this leaked information is correct or not. Hopefully there'll be a 60 kilowatt option, but at this time it doesn't look like it. Anyway, I better be off. Have a great day.